Okay, I'm gonna try not to make this video 10 minutes, but I just wanted to come on here and give you guys kind of a personal update. I posted about trial being postponed, and it won't be until January. It'll be January 13th. It'll start at 8:30 in the morning. It'll be 4 days long. The reason why it was postponed again is because the lead detective and the lead prosecutor will not be in town because they have a mandatory training seminar that they have to be at. It's fine. Was it like kind of a letdown that trial wasn't going to be done until next year? Yeah, it was, because we wanted to go into the new year not having to worry about this and have the anxiety about this, because, and I say anxiety because what comes along with trial is that we have to, relive the whole thing minute after minute, and dealing with the trauma on top of the trauma that we already have is going to be a lot. It's going to be not only physically exhausting, it's going to be emotionally exhausting. It's going to be a lot, but we're willing to go through it, and we're willing to push through it, and we are willing to sit up on that stand and tell the jury what happened, and tell the truth about what happened, and make sure that the truth is known to everybody, because my dad deserves justice. My dad deserves the justice of being murdered in cold blood, because that's what it was. It was cold-blooded murder. It was premeditated, cold-blooded murder. And the premeditation part has been proved. It has been proved with a phone call from the defendant. And listening to that phone call live in court, it was chaos. And it was gut-wrenching, because the threats that he made in that phone call, if he would have went through with it, would have been so much worse. It wouldn't have just been my dad. It would have been all of us, including the children that were sitting in vehicles that day. That is how bad things really could have gotten. And I'm so glad things didn't get that bad, because I couldn't imagine. Could not imagine. And that's the scary part. All the what ifs of what could have happened that day that didn't happen. That's the scary part. And the other scary part is what I'm having to deal with now. It's gotten to the point to where when I'm out in public, I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm paying attention to what vehicles drive by me. I'm paying attention to the people that are around me, and who's looking at me, who's watching me. It's gotten to that point. It has gotten to that point. Pictures of my vehicle have been taken and posted on social media, which, my vehicle's out in public. You're free to take pictures out in public of really anything, unless it's posted not to take pictures. But it's the simple fact of, why are you going to the lengths of figuring out where I am and what I'm doing, instead of worrying about your family member or whatever he is to you that's sitting in jail waiting for trial and facing life in prison without parole? Why isn't your concern on him? Why is your concern me? I don't understand it. And I'm not going to go into depth or really talk about that much, because those people do not deserve the time of my day of talking about them, let alone thinking about them. Like, it's just what they do in their personal life and, you know, who they are as a person is no concern of mine, because I am not that nosy. They don't matter. And I'm going to mind my own business. I'm going to stay out of everybody else's, and I'm going to mind my own business like I have been doing. And that's just that. Yes, I've filed police reports. There's not much they can do about it, because police are not proactive, they're reactive. And that's just it. So, there's the update, guys. Enjoy your day.